go live,
Okay.
and hopefully we don't have any issues.
You have the chat. You have the chat open.
Chat is open.
And I'll keep an eye on that on my phone, so I won't have to look at the computer. It says live on my phone. Sid's watching?
Yep.
Oh, yeah. We're going to do a sound check before she's confident.
Yeah.
Too late for that?
No, I don't think it's too late.
Well, I'll do a sound check of this same. Hold on. Stand by, everyone. Dayton Flyer Hockey is on the way. We'll begin our webcast in just a few minutes. See, we have a few folks on already, so stand by for Dayton Flyer Hockey against the Kentucky Wildcats. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
We're live right now.
Yeah,
we have one or a couple of jersey changes with our goalies. Allen is 29.
Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me. Yeah, your coach told me that he was playing.
Yes.
Okay.
And then 29, I think, is third.
Oh.
Yeah, third. And then color should be, I think he's already played.
That number is 33.
Yeah, I think that's the number he's.
Okay.
That's the only changes.
You think you guys are going to change during the game? Or?
No, they will stay the same.
Okay.
They just had a couple jersey mishaps with how they were fitting.
Oh. Did it come through?
I can hear you,
You
so
can?
I think we're good. I hope.
Yeah. All right, we have a couple more minutes since there's nothing else. No stats to go over, no standings to go over.
Not yet.
Well, we will be doing this until March. Right?
Oh.
How are the Beavers coming along as far as practicing?
They just started practicing.
You did?
Yeah.
How's Ian feeling about everything?
I think he's.
Stay tuned, everyone. Dayton Flyer Hockey is on the way tonight. Opening night against the Kentucky Wildcats from Kettering Ice Arena. Stay with us. Flyer Hockey in just a few minutes. from Kettering Ice Arena in Kettering, Ohio. Good evening and welcome to Dayton Flyer Hockey. My name is Kent Jacobs. Tonight, the Dayton Flyers are opening in the 2022-23 season. And tonight's opponent are none other than the Kentucky Wildcats. The Flyers, a little bit of a new look this season. They are returning a number of players, but they did have 7 seniors that graduated at the end of last season. So a number of new faces to start this upcoming season. We'll let you know that all through the evening we'll have our online chat comment section available on our YouTube page, and we already have a message from Madeline Rutherford. Hello, Madeline. Nice to talk to you. Grandma and Grandpa Rutherford watching on the computer and iPad, and they're rooting for Tom Rutherford, who is one of the new players this season for the Dayton Flyers. Flyers are going to try to get off to a good start this season. Last season they had a little bit of a struggle at times, and they did get off to a good start with a win over Akron last season. But they have a very tough opponent tonight, the Kentucky Wildcats. They are quite a club program, and if you are new to club hockey, these teams are members of the ACHA, which is the American Collegiate Hockey Association, which is basically the NCAA of college club hockey. And these two teams are members of the Tri-State Collegiate Hockey League. They are in Division II of the ACHA. Now, this Kentucky Wildcat group, I was speaking to their coach before the game, before the teams went into the locker rooms this evening, and he was telling me how they are quite a program. They have at Lexington Ice Center near the campus of University of Kentucky. They sell out their season. They will get 1,000 folks in their arena every night, and they are looking to possibly at least move to D1 in club hockey sometime in the near future. But they are looking to try to contend for the Tri-State Collegiate Hockey League title. The Dayton Flyers, it looks like we are going to have a nice crowd on hand here at the Kettering Ice Arena, home rink of the Flyers. We already have, I would say, a good number of folks across the way that you can see on your screen that are starting to fill in the bleachers surrounding the rink. But a tough season last year, but they're going to try to turn things around, and we do have a new group of new players that we hope are going to enjoy success in this 2022-23 season. Of course, the prohibitive favorite of the Tri-State League perennially is basically the Miami Redhawks. Miami is a school that has both a varsity Division I NCAA college program, and they also have a club hockey program as well. And they won the league last year, and the Miami Redhawks will come into this season once again as a favorite to win the Tri-State League. But keep an eye on this Kentucky Wildcat squad. They might be a sleeper as far as trying to contend for a league championship. So it's still summertime outside. We had mostly sunny skies today. If you realize that we have people from different parts of the country that will be watching, based on the fact that the Flyers have a lot of players from out of town. But here in Dayton, Ohio, this afternoon it was mostly sunny, and I'd say it was probably about 85 degrees. When we came into the rink, there was a lot of condensation all over the glass, the plexiglass surrounding the rink. And that's cleared up now that they have gotten the lights on and have resurfaced the ice. The players out warming up right now. As you can see, the Wildcats are in their gray sweaters and the Flyers in home white. The Kentucky Wildcats will be starting a freshman in goal this evening. His name is Riley Allen. He's out of Colorado. He will be starting in net for the Wildcats. For the Flyers, a familiar name, Jack Studnicka. Jack has been on the Flyers the last couple of seasons. So Jack is one of the veterans on this Dayton Flyer team. Number of familiar faces. Nick Lipari's back. Aiden Ward, one of the top players from a year ago. Spencer DeLeo. Kevin Bora. Chuck Huscroft. Alex Pompina. Bobby Bradley. Tom Gillespie. All back this season. Anthony Martine, who was the leading scorer on the Flyers last year. Anthony Martine is back. Ryan Briggs, Liam McClymans is back. One of the new goalies this season, Jackson Short. He will be backing up Jack Studnicka. And Jackson Short in his first season with the Flyers. Team captains are meeting with one of the referees. Before we get things going, that's Gary Eastlack of Kentucky. That's referee Ty Wilkinson, who is having a conference with a couple of the captains. The Wildcats are congregating down around their net to our left. The Flyers are around the bench now. The Wildcats will come back to their bench. The Kentucky Wildcats are coached by Tim Progronoff in his 7th year with the Wildcats. Dayton Flyers are coached by Tony Morris. Tony in his 3rd season with the Dayton Flyers. Referees for today's game, Steve James, Eric Schreiner, and Ty the Tank Wilkinson. We're ready for the drop of the puck, and here we go. Flyer 22-23 season is underway. Flyers in their white sweaters, red trunks. The Wildcats again in the gray sweaters and the blue trunks. The Flyers have their Carolina blue trim, or Columbia blue trim. Carrying the puck across center ice, dumping it in for UD was Huscroft. Wildcats back to play it. We are playing 20-minute periods in college hockey. Flyers moving right to left in this first period. Wildcats dump to center, picked up by UD's Tom Gillespie. He'll dump in behind the Wildcat net. Here come the Wildcats. On right wing, a long shot on net, and the save made by Studnicka. That off the stick of Koken of Kentucky. And correction, that was Dan Cortapella who took that shot, and Cortapella centering this face-off for the Wildcats. Just underway, a minute in, no score from Kettering Ice Arena at the Kettering Rec Complex. Picking it up for the Flyers is Martine. Martine slides it in the Wildcat zone to our left. Holding it in and trying to take a shot there for Dayton was Bradley, but has it taken away. Puck fought for at the Dayton line. Here's Cortapella. He's trying to wrap it around for a centering pass. He still has it. He drops it off. Puck loose in the corner. Here's Cortapella. Center point shot is wide of the mark. Fanning on a shot for the Wildcats was Mulkern. Flyers trying to get it out of their own zone. Dumping it the other way was Smith. Brent Smith for Dayton. Shoots in, and then the teams change. There's a shot on net, played by Riley Allen. And Allen will cover it up for the Wildcats. .17:52 left in period number one. We are scoreless. Face-off in the Kentucky zone to the left of Riley Allen. It's Nick Lipari taking the draw for the Flyers. As people continue to file into the seating bowl area around the rink here at Kettering Ice Arena. Alipari looks like he's going to. We're waiting on a. I don't know what we're waiting on. Looks like there's 5-on-5. Oh, now there's a referee Steiner had to have a word with someone at the scorer's bench. That was what the delay was. Face off right wing circle, Wildcat zone. Puck loose, picked up by LaRue of Kentucky. LaRue for Underwood. Clears not out. Flyers hold it in. Martine, side of the net. Looking to make a play. His pass to the left point, deflected away. Shot on net, and that's blocked on defense. There's a shot wide by the Flyers, Brennan. Now loose puck in behind the net, picked up for the Flyers. Close, Boyce tried to make a play, but has it checked off of his stick, but he holds it in. Boyce, left wing, around a Wildcat player into the corner. Boyce drops it off to the other side, but the Wildcats clear it away. Back for Dayton is Alex Pampina. Pampina, pass to his own line, it's intercepted, and almost able to walk in for the Wildcats, but unable to play it in front of the net was Colin Costello. Almost had a big chance right in front of the Dayton net, but it hasn't cleared away. Icing on Dayton, and then we'll take the face-off all the way back into the Flyer zone. Sam Mickey takes the draw for Kentucky. Cleared in back behind the Flyer net. Ward for Dayton, trying to dig it out. Ward and Constable fighting for it. Now it's picked up by Pampina. He clears the zone. Allen will set it up for a teammate, Colin Opelt. Opelt couldn't clear it. Opelt is checked. But back come the Wildcats, moving left to right. That shot into the far corner of the Dayton zone. No score. We're 4 minutes into the opening period. Puck wrapped around along the board. Centering pass broken up by the Flyers. There's Eastlack. Rink wide pass. Too far ahead of teammate Smith. And back come the Wildcats. Here's D'Amico. Shot, and that's wide of the mark. For Dayton, here's Huscroft. Huscroft, left wing to center, dumps it in, and then heads to the bench. Big check into the boards of Smith. Back come the Wildcats. Centering pass, and there for a tip in, but the pass was behind him. That was Eastlack. Oh, he was all alone. If the pass hadn't been behind him, he would have had an easy tip in. Centering pass broken up for the Flyers by Bradley. He clears to the center red line. Puck popped all the way back on goal to the Kentucky net. And here come the Wildcats. There's a big hit on Quinn of Kentucky, who was taken down to the ice. Now back is DeLeo for Dayton. DeLeo, left wing pass for Bora. Bora, shot, blocked, whistle. And we've got a penalty coming up. Looks that's going to be a hold. We have a holding minor against Gabe D'Amico of Kentucky, so the Flyers will have the first power play opportunity of the game. What?
Somebody in the box?
Yeah. It's number 9 of Kentucky. Yeah. 2 minutes. The Flyers will have the man advantage and a face-off in the Wildcat zone to our left. It'll be Joe Kostelk. Now he's tossed out of the circle. Briggs wins the draw for Dayton. Back for Kostelk. He wraps it around to the far side, but the Wildcats clear the zone. Studnicka shoots ahead. Flyers starting to come back. Here's Kostelk into the Wildcat zone, shot, and the save made by Allen on the short side along the far post. Joe Kostelk gets a shot off on this power play. 1:40 left in the Dayton power play chance. 13:50 left in the period. We're scoreless. And that's Huscroft. Lost it. Flyers circle back. Kostelk to Poyce. Declan Poyce. Spelled P-L-E-U-S-S. For Huscroft. Huscroft for Stuber. Stuber for Poyce, who dumps in. 1 minute left in the power play. Here is Smith. His pass intercepted and cleared away by the Kentucky Wildcats. 50 seconds left in the Dayton man advantage. Cutting across center ice, Poyce, but the play is offside at the Wildcat blue line. And our chat line is open on our YouTube channel. We heard already from Madeline Rutherford. Nice to hear from her. She's rooting for Tom Rutherford and his fellow Flyers tonight. Half a minute left in the Dayton power play. Scoreless first period. Here come the Flyers to center ice. That's Smith. Smith shot, stick save, rebound. Oh my gosh, and he hit the goal post. Now DeLeo, a pass off a stick and over the glass. Wow, big chance a moment ago on a rebound. The Flyers almost putting it in. Spencer DeLeo takes the draw for Dayton. Wildcats win it, but it's flipped up over the glass once again, and it'll be another face-off. Just 9 seconds left in the Dayton power play. 12:25 left in the period. Since the Flyers flipped the puck up over the glass, the face-off will be moved to center. DeLeo wins it. Back for Bradley. Bradley gets it back. Bradley pass over the stick of Martine and into the Wildcat zone. Penalties killed off. D'Amico back on for Kentucky. D'Amico has it. Pass back to D'Amico. It's behind him. He had a good chance. Now here's Quinn. Pass into the corner, D'Amico. D'Amico checked in the corner. Here come the Flyers. Pass for Martine over the Wildcat line. Shot, and it's deflected off a stick high and wide. Centering pass intercepted and cleared by the Wildcats. Here's Tim Burke for Kentucky. Burke for Gabe D'Amico. D'Amico checked. Loose puck. Right to the side of the net. Oh! And just fanning on a shot for the Flyers was Poyce. Now the other way. A shot, save, rebound shot. And Studnicka is able to keep it out. Oh, a big chance. Best chance of the night for Kentucky. Here come the Wildcats once again. Pass back to the left point. Now back into the corner. That was Cortapella. Pass to the side of the net. Puck centered right in front. It's still loose. Step head save by Studnicka. He kicked the big leg pad out to keep the puck out from the net. Another shot is high and wide by the Wildcats. That one off the stick of Jack Hercules. And yes, you heard that name right. Hercules. He's Greek. He's number 11 out there. Approaching the midway point of this first period. And pass over the glass, and now we'll have another face-off. Now there's some type of discussion about whether the puck went up over the glass or not, or who flipped it over, but the face-off will be in the Wildcat zone. Right wing circle. Chuck Huscroft is going to take the draw for Dayton. Back to the point for Gillespie. He chips it in the near corner. Wildcats trying to come back. Here's Koken. Koken. He's checked. Loose puck. Right wing circle. Flyers come away with it. Back they come. Here is Smith for Rutherford. Rutherford drops it off in the corner. Centers for a tip, and it's wide off the stick of Stuber. Here come the Wildcats right to left. Mulkern drops it off for a shot that's blocked. No score. Here come the Flyers the other way. On an intercepted pass, Martin trying to center DeLeo. It's deflected off a stick. And the crowd getting into a Let's Go Flyer chant. Eamon Mulkern for Kentucky. Pass for Mickey. Sam Mickey. Pass at center intercepted. Here come the Flyers. Smith, Brett Smith. Pass behind the net for Kostelk, intercepted. Here come the Wildcats. Flyers steal the puck at center. There's Joe Kostelk, Kostelc. Kostelk. Here's Kevin Bora. Bora has it stripped away. Brett Smith has it. There's a centering pass. Fanning on a shot. Another shot. Pad save. Stednica keeps it out. A centering pass goes astray to center as the Wildcats put some heavy pressure on the Dayton net. A whistle. We've got a cross check coming up. They don't have numbers on the sleeves. That's 12. So that is Kostelk. 2 minutes for a cross check. So now the Kentucky Wildcats will have an opportunity at a power play. The Flyers are 0 for 1. This is the first man advantage for the visitors tonight. Pass is intercepted and flipped up over the glass off of a hand of one of the Wildcat players. Okay, the clock wasn't stopped in time, so they're going to hold it for 5 seconds. That was what the delay was. There's a shot, pad save, rebound, they score! Power play goal for the Wildcats. And that is scored by Gabe D'Amico. Obviously his first of the season, as this is the first game for both teams. Studnicka made the initial save, but D'Amico there to sweep in the rebound. Goal coming with 7:41 left in the period, so the time stamp for the goal would be 12:19. So Kentucky draws first blood. They lead it 1-0 here in this first period. Big check along the near wing boards, and that causes a whistle. And we've got a high stick to the face. It looks like going to be a Flyer player, and that is going to be Luke Dinkins. So the Wildcats, just a few seconds after scoring a power play goal, find themselves right back on the man advantage. Important for the Flyers to not let things get out of hand. So with the score 1-0 Kentucky, the Wildcats are right back on a power play. From the draw, Burke drops it to the left wing. And a whistle, and we've got another stoppage. And another face-off. From the draw, Burke drops it to the left wing. Centering pass broken up by the Flyers. Here come the Flyers short-handed. Huscroft taken to the ice. Back come, and now we've got a whistle. And we're going to have an interference minor. And that's going to be on the Wildcats, Gary Eastlack. 13. Yeah. So Gary Eastlack goes in for 2 minutes for interference. The Flyers, Luke Dinkins is already in for high sticking, so the Flyers will have a 19-second power play once Dinkins' penalty has expired. So we play 4-on-4, which usually can be a pretty exciting, fast-paced brand of hockey. 7 minutes left to go in the period. The Wildcats in gray sweaters lead 1-0. Here come the Flyers. Here is Smith. Smith over the Wildcat line, trying to move in behind the net. Smith centers, and a save made by Riley Allen. He keeps it out. One of the better chances of this first period by the Flyers. Joe Kostelk will take the draw for Dayton. I can't see the number of the Wildcat player. From the draw, Bradley pulls the trigger, and it's wide. Wildcats, back they come. Back come the Wildcats. Centering pass. Unless it's the phones. There's a pass right in front, right through the Flyer goal crease. 20 seconds left in the Flyer penalty. Loose puck now behind the Wildcat goal. Now down to 10 seconds left in the Flyer penalty. Here's Aiden Ward picking up a loose puck. Ward lost it to Holtz. Big check along the boards. Flyers come away with it. Power play for 10 seconds. Back for the Flyers is Smith. He dumps it in. The phone 5 minutes left in the period. 1-0 Kentucky as both penalties have expired. Play along the far wing boards in the Kentucky zone. Back come the Wildcats. Nice poke check away by the Flyers' Aiden Ward. Now Mulkern of Kentucky. Mulkern lost it. Flyers control at center. There's Ployce. Ployce will dump it in the Wildcat zone. Pass up ahead for the Wildcats. Quinn moving in, working 1-on-2. He's got a player moving in. A tip by D'Amico is wide. And another shot, pad save for the Flyers. Studnicka. 4 minutes left in period number 1. The Wildcats in gray lead it 1-0. The Flyers in their home white sweaters have had a few pretty decent chances, but Riley Allen has kept the puck out. Puck clear behind the Dayton net. There's Bradley for the Flyers. Bradley and Lapari. Puck kicks free to the corner. Loose puck shot up ahead for the Flyers, McClymans, and it was a whistle. As the puck kicks up over the glass, and we'll have a face-off. 1-0 Wildcats with 3:28 left in the period. Constable takes the draw for the Flyers. Bradley shot blocked. And here come the Wildcats the other way. There's a shot. He scores! On a semi-breakaway. And the Wildcats lead it 2-0. That goal was scored by number 19, Colin Costello, as he rips a wrist shot. Past Jack Studnicka, and the Wildcats now lead it 2-0. At an even strength goal. The Flyers need to get on the board in this first period. We've got 3.5 minutes to do so. And here come the Wildcats into the Flyer zone. Shot up high over the Flyer net. There's a centering pass broken up by the Flyers and cleared away. For Dayton, there's Gillespie. Gillespie, pass up ahead into the Wildcat zone. Back comes Kentucky, left to right. Moving into the Flyer zone. Behind the net, there's a nice check for the Flyers by Chuck Huscroft. Huscroft, rink-wide pass. For Smith. Smith lost it. Back come the Wildcats. Nice defensive play by Stuber of Dayton to prevent a breakout pass. 2 minutes left in the period. Kentucky leads it 2-0. Now here's Good for Kentucky. He is checked. Loose puck shot. Pad save off the stick of Raktovich of Kentucky. Saved by Studnicka. 1:40 left in the period. Flyers clear the zone. Picking it up for the Wildcats is Jack Noel. Noel has it poke checked away. After it, Martine of Dayton. Oh, Martine almost beat Noel to the puck. But the Wildcats controlling their own end. 1:20 left in the period. Bobby Bradley for Dayton. Pass for Kostelk is past him and down the length of the ice for icing against the Dayton Flyers. It's been Gabe D'Amico and Colin Costello, the 2 goal scorers for the Kentucky Wildcats. The fans standing across the way, rooting for the Flyers. From the draw, there's Kostelk, cleared to center. Played by Burke of Kentucky. Dumps in the Dayton zone. Puck taken away by D'Amico. D'Amico centering. And the pass behind his Wildcat teammate. Here come the Flyers the other way. Here is Kostelk, Joe Kostelk. Drops behind the net for DeLeo. Wildcats can't clear it. Shot stick save by Riley Allen. Fought for behind the Wildcat net. Here's Martine of Dayton. Martine centers, shot, save. As Ward got a good shot off, and Allen a stick save. Now back the other way for Kentucky. Quinn centers, and that play is broken up. We're down to just a few seconds left in the period. Shot blocked by the Flyers, another shot and a save by Studnicka. And the buzzer sounds the end of period number 1. And after 1 period of play, Kettering Ice Arena, the visiting Kentucky Wildcats 2 and the homestanding Dayton Flyers nothing. Going to resurface the ice at the end of this first period. Again, the goal scorers, it was Gabe D'Amico for Kentucky, a power play goal, and Colin Costello, an even strength goal for the Wildcats. My name is Kent Jacobs, along with producer Sherry Champagne from Kettering Ice Arena in Kettering, Ohio. Excited once again this season to bring you Dayton Flyer hockey. It's the opening game of the season for both of these teams. They will play tomorrow evening down at Lexington. And we already told you at the outset of our broadcast that the Wildcats, they have quite a following down there in the Lexington area. And they fill up, I was told by the coach, Tim Pergranoff, that they have they've sold out their arena of around 1,000 seats. They have a waiting list for tickets. So you think Kentucky is a basketball school, but I tell you what, if Kentucky had a varsity NCAA hockey program, they probably would do very well. But it would be very expensive to kick up an NCAA Division I program, because you would have to have a women's team as well, and so you'd have to have the expenditure of starting 2 teams. They would also have to have a bigger rink to play in, and so they remain at the club level. But I'm sure just fan support wise, the Wildcats could probably support a Division I NCAA program. The Flyers, I tell you what, good turnout tonight by the Flyer faithful, as they've been very vocal. We see most of the outer ring of the seating area has been filled up this evening. So a good crowd on hand tonight for the opening of Flyer hockey. We mentioned that these teams are in the ACHA and that they're in the Tri-State Collegiate Hockey League, which is the conference within the ACHA that these teams play in. And the teams in the league are Bowling Green, Michigan, Dayton, Ohio State, Ohio University, Xavier, Miami, Miami of Ohio, of course, that is, Indiana, Louisville, and Kentucky. And of course, these are all club schools, which is club is almost another term for intramural. Is kind of that the teams represent their schools, but they are not on scholarship, and the universities do not provide any financial support to the club programs. They are basically it's pay to play. The players have to pay to get out and play, and then this governing infrastructure of the ACHA and then the individual conferences within the ACHA does function pretty much like the NCAA does, but just as a non-scholarship. We've got a couple of messages on our chat. Terry Ward says Maryland, said hello to Madeline. Brian Jones says enjoying the game, so glad it's on this channel. Nice job on the call. Well, thank you, Brian. That's very nice. Do you guys broadcast Flyers away games too, Brian? Unfortunately not. There might be. I don't know if there's any chance we could do a Miami game or not. I don't know. But that's a... Yeah. Home. Well, I mean, it would be that trip. We'll see. We'll leave open a possibility of one road game. That would be Miami. So we'll see. We'll let you know later in the season. But thanks, Brian. We appreciate you. And yeah, we hope that we will have all the home games on. Any road games are going to be kind of difficult because we have a party that travels with the team on the road, and we're all pretty much so taking off to these long road trips is something that's probably unable to happen. But we'll see. We'll let you know about Miami. That's a drivable trip, so we might. But we'll let you know. But thanks for all the messages, everybody, and yeah, we're excited to be back again this season, doing all the Flyer games, but all the Flyer home games, I should say.
That just came in.
And another message from Serial. Keep an eye on Brett Smith. I coached him for his high school team. Will be a difference maker. Well, thank you, Serial 96. And we've called out Brett Smith's name several times tonight already. So I think we see what you're saying. We'll definitely keep an eye on Brett Smith, number 5, out there for the Flyers. And, we've already seen him handle the puck a number of times in this first period, so we will keep an eye on him. Other games that are coming up in the Tri-State Collegiate Hockey League, of course, tomorrow evening will be Dayton at Kentucky, and that game at 11:45 p.m. That's right, quarter till midnight down there in crazy Lexington. Coming up next weekend, Miami opens up against Salt College, or So College, S-A-U-L-T. If it's French, it's So. I don't know where they're from, but Miami starts with them next Friday evening. The Louisville Cardinals will have a non-conference game against Southern Illinois at Edwardsville. Next Friday evening, these Dayton Flyers will be at Akron at 8:45 next Friday night. And next Friday night as well, Indiana plays at home against Concordia. Ohio State club team plays at Liberty. Of course, Ohio State has a varsity Division I program as well. So does Miami. But the Buckeyes CHL club team will be playing at Liberty in Virginia next Friday. North Carolina will be at Kentucky next Friday evening. Next Saturday, and these are games on the 17th of September, next weekend. On the 17th, Miami is at Salt, or So, once again. Ohio State will be at Liberty. Louisville at SIU Edwardsville. And the Akron Zips will make a home-and-home trip. Dayton will be at Akron next Friday. Next Saturday, right here, Akron will be in town at 5:30 in the afternoon Eastern time against the Akron Zips, and that is next Saturday the 17th, and we plan on bringing that game to you once again. And on Saturday the 17th, Concordia at Indiana, Bowling Green at Wisconsin, and North Carolina at Kentucky. And next, on Sunday the 18th, Miami plays at Lake Superior. And Central Michigan at Michigan. Bowling Green at Wisconsin. These are Sunday the 18th. And that covers the Tri-State Collegiate Hockey League schedule up through next weekend. Here it's 2-0. The Kentucky Wildcats lead the Dayton Flyers. Goals by D'Amico and Costello, a couple of Italian boys for the Wildcats. As the Zamboni finishes its last couple of trips around the ring. Well, anybody watching, we received several chats on our chat line. If you want to, let us know where you're watching from, because we realize that how a lot of these players emanate from different points of the compass. Flyer players coming from all over the country, so if you want to, let us know where you're watching from. Will give us an idea of where all Flyer hockey is being heard. The Zamboni is finished his turns, and the referees are out warming up, and now they have the nets in place, and now the Flyers and the Wildcats are back on the ice. Teams are set and ready to go as one of the officials helps Dan Portapella of the Wildcats with his helmet. Puck dropped in second period action underway. My name Kent Jacobs. Welcome once again from the Kettering Ice Arena in Kettering, Ohio, a suburb of Dayton. And if you're familiar with Dayton, the birthplace of aviation, home of the Wright brothers. Playing 20-minute periods, it's 2-0 Wildcats. They had one even strength goal, one power play goal in that first period. The Flyers were 0 for 2 on power play opportunities. There's a shot for the Flyers by Gillespie, turned aside by Riley Allen. Centering pass for Portapella is behind him, but now there's a whistle. And do we have a penalty? 13, that is young Mr. Chuck Huscroft for a slash. So right away that puts the Wildcats back on a power play chance. From the draw in the Flyer zone, Burke drops it in the corner. For Eastlack, shot, save, rebound cleared away. One minute into the second period, and Flyers killing off a penalty. There's Gabe D'Amico, one of the goal scorers for Kentucky. Moves it over to Portapella. Portapella along the right wing. Centers, shot, and that pings off the side of the net. Centering pass again, broken up. Another shot and a save by Studnicka. And a whistle, and they score! That puck must have popped off the inside of the net, and we didn't even notice it. That's Brett Quinn. Power play goal. So that puck must have popped off the inside side of the net, and it just looked like it hit off of somebody, but referee Wilkinson was right there and he called it immediately. So a 3-0 Kentucky lead. Good to hear from M. Bora, enjoying the game in Massachusetts. Rooting on the Flyers, especially number 10, Kevin Bora. And you can see number 10, Kevin Bora, standing right in front of us with his back to us at center, the center red line. So the Wildcats out to a 3-0 lead now. 2 power play goals. From the draw at center ice, Bora slips it ahead. Puck intercepted by the Wildcats. Puck volleyed around at center. Here comes Kentucky once again. There's a clean check as Portapella was hip checked to the ice. Portapella is motioning to the fans. Now we do have a tripping penalty. So that was Kevin Bora. Kevin Bora with the hip check. And they call that a trip. I thought that was a hip check, but they called it a trip. And so the Wildcats right back on the power play. Leading 4-0. Here's Mulkern. Right point. Left wing. Now back to Mulkern. Center point shot. Save. Rebound. Loose. Picked up for the Wildcats by Good. Back for Mulkern. Shot kicked out by Stednica. There is Eamon Mulkern. Now passes into the corner. All the way up to the right point for Portapella. Portapella drops it off. Portapella gets it back. Right wing one-time shot. High and wide. Centering pass. Sliding across the crease was Studnicka. Now he's good. A shot. They score! Power play goal number 3 of the night for the Wildcats, and goal number 4. And the goal scorer in that instance is Colin Oppelt. O-P-P-E-L-T. Oppelt. That is the 3rd power play goal of the period. Now there's a conference with the officials. Now what do we have? Do we have a bench? Do we have a penalty on the fans? Some of the fans might be yelling, and then the officials might be assessing a penalty to Dayton based on the fans. Is that what is happening? Referee Wilkinson having a word with Flyer team captain. And that is Bobby Bradley. Flyers are going to call a timeout. So I don't know what all that discussion was about. And Jack Studnicka heading to the bench, and he almost looks like he's a little bit shaken up. He was lying flat, spread eagle out on the ice after that last goal, and I thought maybe in frustration, but it's possibly maybe he's hurt his back or backside or something. At any rate, we are only 3 minutes into the second period, and already the Wildcats have scored 2 power play goals. Captain Bradley having a word with Joe Costelk as he takes the center faceoff from the draw. Played by Noel of Kentucky. Center, shot, blocked. Here come the Flyers. The other way, here's Martin. Martin is checked hard, but it's offside. Martin then took a shoulder right to the chops. He appears to be okay. Face off on the far dot outside the Kentucky zone from the face off. The Wildcats in the gray sweaters, blue trunks, leading at 4-0. Cutting behind the net, centering pass. Nobody's home for the Wildcats. Puck comes to center. There's a nice check by the Flyers that the crowd responds to. Martin tried to pick up the puck. And carry a shot on net by Smith, and the save made by Riley Allen. Wildcats back the other way. Centering pass is broken up. There's Jonah Koken. Pass to the point. Now behind the net for Mickey, Sam Mickey. To the left wing, checked, and the puck cleared. As the puck carries the length of the rink to our right, that's icing on Dayton. We appreciate Alta Fiber is connecting Kettering. Alta Fiber, one of the sponsors of hockey here at Kettering Ice Arena. Alta Fiber, formerly Cincinnati Bell. Now they're known as Alta Fiber to showcase their fiber optic capabilities. There's a shot from the draw, high and wide by the Wildcats. Loose puck, far side, the Dayton zone. Behind the net, Costello. Costello, wrap around, he scores! And the Wildcats lead it 5-0. Great shot. That was by Sam Mickey, Mickey M-I-C-K-E-Y. As he was able to flip it up high from a bad angle up into the top corner of the Flyer net. And the Wildcats now lead at 5-0. An even strength goal. From the face-off. Here is D'Amico, Gabe D'Amico. He'll carry back in his own end for Kentucky. D'Amico pass to center, right at the red line. Picked up there by Eastwick. Shot! He scores! Gary Eastlack walking in. And he whistles a wrist shot past Studnicka. And the Wildcats lead it 6-0. You wonder at this point how long Coach Morris will hang with Jack. He played very well in the first period, but it could be fatigue possibly setting in for Studnicka at this point. And now that the Wildcats have built this lead, you can see a spring in their step. There's an icing violation against Kentucky. Some of the fans, of course, these are college guys, they're yelling at the Kentucky players. One player earlier, I think it was Dan Cortapella, was motioning to the crowd like, hey, come on. And the fans are coming right at him. Here's D'Amico. D'Amico centers, and it's off a stick wide. But the Flyer fans in mass here and along the far side, there's a centering pass that's tipped away to center ice. Nice turnout by students tonight here at Kettering Ice Arena for the Flyers. They have been extremely vocal. We've got a whistle and a Kentucky player is headed to the box. That is Colin Opelt as the crowd shouts, "You can't do that."
Number
21. Yeah. What is that? The punch. What is that sign? That's not charging. Roughing. So that's a roughing minor against Colin Opelt. Flyers on a power play. They're 0 for 2 on the man advantage this evening. Looking to get on the board, trailing 6-0. There's Aiden Ward's shot and a save made by Riley Allen. As Anthony Martin, the Flyers, he pushes his hand down as if to say, let's calm down, take it easy. They want to take their time on this power play and get a good shot. From the draw, Flyers hold it in. That was Smith holding the puck in. Now the Wildcats are able to clear. Back is Aiden Ward of Dayton. Ward will slide it in behind the Wildcat net. Cleared, not out. Smith holds in. Smith. Shot! And that is just wide from the traffic in front of the net. And here's Aiden Ward's shot, and he's checked as he took a shot and a whistle. And let's see what we got. Power play is still 1 minute 10 seconds. I think the Wildcats are going to incur a second penalty. And it's alternate captain Tim Burke, number 5. A cross check by Burke. So that's Tim Burke, B-U-R-K-E, is in the box, and the Flyers now, for 1 minute 10 seconds, have a 2-man power play. Joe Kostelk will take the face-off for Dayton, right wing circle of the Wildcat zone. From the draw for the Flyers, there's Briggs. Whistle, puck tipped up over the glass, and we will have another face-off. Kostelk again for Dayton. From the draw, and the puck slides away. That was off the stick of Stuber. Flyers have to circle back. They have a 2-man advantage. Here's Kostelk into the zone. Shot, save, rebound, out to Briggs. Briggs back for Huscroft, and it's off the stick to center. Huscroft drop pass for Ployce. Ployce Into the corner in the Kentucky zone, behind the net, centers, and it's broken up and cleared away. 25 seconds left in the initial penalty, and 1:10 left in the other penalty. Flyers need to get a shot, a good chance. They let it get cleared away. Now here's Chuck Huscroft. Huscroft up for Aiden Ward. Over the Wildcat line. Ward leaves it. Pass behind Stuber. Stuber for Kostelk. Kostelk leaves it in the corner. Now back to Kostelk. He's got Ward calling for it at the center point, and instead has it taken off his stick. Back come the Wildcats the other way. Breakaway. Saved by Studnicka. Is able to stuff Gary Eastlack, who was trying to score for the second time. From the draw, as the first penalty is expired, so the Flyers still have a one-man advantage. Unfortunately, really didn't generate offense on that two-man power play. Really didn't get a good shot opportunity. Here's Brett Smith. Centers, loose, shot saved. Just a few seconds left in the power play, and now it's killed off. Wraparound chance for the Flyers by DeLeo is wide. DeLeo again. DeLeo stick handles around a Wildcat player, but then has it checked away. That cleared back to get it Brett Smith. Smith checked down to the ice. There's a shot. Studnicka puts that out of the air. Nice save by Jack Studnicka. Six nothing Kentucky. We still have 11 minutes left in this period. Been a long period for the Flyers as they've given up 4 goals. 2 of them on power plays. Now here's a whistle and an icing on Dayton. So the Flyers are going to try to regroup. They did have a 2-man power play, but were unable to score. But at least they are trying to turn the tide of momentum back their way. There's a puck stolen in the Wildcat zone. Flyers trying to hold it in along the far boards. Bora is kicking at it with poise. Now the Wildcats come away with it. Now for Kentucky, Noel. Noel center, shot. That's blocked. Tipped wide. Tim Burke lost the puck. Here come the Flyers. Now the Flyers caught in a line change as the Wildcats come back. There is Koken. Koken checked. Loose puck at center, picked up for the Flyers by Ployce. Over the Wildcat line, shot. And a save made by Riley Allen. He catches the puck like a ground ball, and he'll hold on to it. Joey Kostelk will take the face-off for Dayton. From the draw, shot is high and wide off the stick of Tom Gillespie of Dayton. Gillespie back to get it. He's racing with the Wildcat Costello. Loose puck, Mickey centers! And it's tipped away, broken up. There's a shot that's high over the crossbar of the Dayton goal. There's Underwood of Kentucky. Drops it in the corner for Mickey. Mickey checked and down to the ice by Gillespie. Loose puck, centered, picked up for the Flyers, there by Tom Stuber. Ted Stuber is checked from behind, he still has it. Centers, there's a tip in front, and a save made by Allen. Some nifty passing on that sequence by the Flyers. Flyers just need to try to sustain some time in that Kentucky zone and put the puck on net. From the draw in the Wildcat end to our right, puck is cleared. Up for Dan Cortapella. Cortapella, Q-U-A-R-T-E-A-P-E-L-L-A, Cortapella. Here's Huscroft. Huscroft drops it back. The Flyers coming back. Smith off his stick. Picked up by Cortapella of Kentucky. He's checked. Puck carried in for the Wildcats by Good. Good is checked. Loose puck, Flyers at center. There is Briggs. Briggs lost it. Here's Cortapella for Kentucky. Trying to stick handle through a couple of Flyers. Shot blocked. Wildcats hold in. There's Mulkern, a shot. Save. Rebound. Loose. No goal. Now another shot blocked. Wildcats trying to hold the zone. Now the Flyers get it out of there. 6-0, the Wildcats lead it. There's a puck stolen in the Dayton zone, but a whistle. We've got a hooking minor coming up. There's 7.5 minutes left in the period. That is going to be a penalty on Kentucky. It's going to be on Dan Cortapella. 2 minutes for hooking. The Flyers another chance at a power play. Let's see if they can get on the board here in this second period. We'll have 7.5 to go in the frame. Puck cleared to center. Back for the Flyers is Ward. Ward has it taken away. There's a shot, tip in front. And Studnicka keeps it out. Now for Dayton here. Comes Tom Rutherford. He's checked and a puck shot down into the Dayton zone. Flyers go back to get it. Martine for Rutherford. Rutherford trying to chase it down. There is Opelt. There's a shot by Martine. Another shot. Costello, a whack at it for Dayton on a backhander is blocked. Now Studnicka. Here's the puck to center. There's a big check on Ployce. Puck skitters back to the Dayton goal. Pass up ahead for the Flyers. Costello. Shot. Stick save, Allen. Wildcats get it to center ice. Played by Brett Smith of Dayton. Smith now is the Let's Go Flyers chance. is drawn up by the crowd. There's a shot the other way. Pad save on the blocker by Riley Allen. I think a Flyer goal would really blow the lid off this place. The crowd really hungry for something to get excited about. Wildcats control in the Flyer zone. There's a shot that's blocked by one of the Flyers. And a whistle as the puck comes to the Dayton net, and Studnicka will cover it up. 5:07 to go, period number 2. Wildcats led 2-0 after one, and they're broken out with 4 goals in this second period to lead it 6-0. From the draw for the Flyers, Bradley. Bradley for Kostelk. Joe Kostelk trying to pass it over to McClymans. McClymans fighting for it in the corner for Dayton. Alapari fighting with it for the puck. Puck kicks to center ice. Picked up for the Wildcats by Noel. Drop pass, shot. Saved by Studnicka. Wildcats still have it. Noel circles the left wing. Drops it to the right wing. Shot, and a tip is just wide. Puck carries to center. Wildcats have to retreat. Now they're back in. There's Mulkern. Mulkern still has it. Tried to drop it off to Underwood, but the Flyers clear. Now here's Mark LaRue. LaRue checked. Flyers dump it back in the Kentucky zone. Back is Connor Underwood of the Wildcats. Underwood will dump it in the Dayton zone. 3:45 to go. Second period, the Wildcats of Kentucky, the visitors, lead at 6-0. They're in the gray sweaters and blue trunks. The Flyers in the home white sweaters. Now after it for Dayton is Kevin Bora. Bora trying to get a tip, and the save by Allen. Nice hustle by Kevin Bora to beat a couple of Wildcats down the ice. Now for Dayton, Spencer DeLeo working 1-on-3. DeLeo trying to get through a couple of defenders, but is checked. And then we got a penalty. And now we got one of the Wildcat players flies into the boards, and I think he hurt himself. I think one of the Wildcat players was trying to get a big check, and the Flyer got out of the way, and the Wildcat player ran into the boards himself, is what it looked like. One of the Flyers is, although is being taken to the penalty box, or I think a check behind the head. Maybe I didn't see that part of the play. I thought the Wildcat player flew into the boards of his own volition, but I may not have seen the contact by the Flyer player. Let's see what we got. Flyer team captain Bobby Bradley and Gary Eastlack, the captain of the Wildcats, they are discussing it with each other, along with the referee Steve James. As the linesman Eric Schreiner is talking to the scorer's table. Let's see, of course some of the crowd are vocal. And the captains, Bobby Bradley of Dayton and Gary Eastlack of Kentucky, now they're getting the words from the referees Wilkinson and James. Score is 6-0 Kentucky. Both team captains are pleading their cases with the referees. Oh, they're saying that Dayton scored? I didn't even see it. I was watching all the commotion over here. So the Flyers apparently scored. Okay, well, I have no idea who scored. Do you have any idea what I'm making? They have given the Flyers a goal. I didn't see the puck go in. I was following the action as the players had collided in the corner. I thought the play had been whistled down, but apparently a puck got in behind Riley Allen. And I don't know. We'll have to find out at the end of the period who scored the Dayton goal. I'll get that information for you. So I at this point, we don't know what's going on. Both teams have a 2-minute minor on the board. And they've given the Flyers a goal, and I didn't even see it go in. So it's now 6-1. I don't know who scored the goal for Dayton.
I mean, it looked good. It snuck right behind the goal.
Gosh, why didn't I even see it? Was it after those guys started banging into the boards over there? See, I was watching that.
I just watched the goals because I knew it shots on goals.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see what was going on here. I saw the goal.
So Cherie saw it. I didn't see the goal. Apparently, Cherie, our producer, tells me that after all the ruckus had started in the corner, a goal was slipped in, and she saw it. I didn't. I was following I thought play had been called dead because of the commotion in the corner, but the Flyers got a goal. There's a major penalty on the board for Dayton, a major penalty. A minor penalty for Kentucky. So the score now 6-1, and we'll find out who scored the goal for Dayton at the end of the period. There's 2:35 left in the period. Now with all that commotion, the player that got rammed into the boards for Kentucky and was laying flat on the ice, I was watching that, and apparently obviously the Flyers slipped a puck in, and I thought play had been called dead, but apparently it wasn't. So it's 6-1. Here's Costelk for Dayton. Back for Bradley. Bradley, shot from the left point is wide. Smith trying to hold it in, but unable to. Back come the Wildcats. Here's Eastlack. Centers broken up and stolen and cleared. Back come the Flyers. Here's Brett Smith over the Wildcat line. Smith lost it. Now back come the Wildcats. Wind up a blast. He scores! Gabe D'Amico as he uncorks a slap shot blast from the right point. That's an even strength goal for D'Amico, his second goal of the game. And the Wildcats now lead it 7-1. D'Amico's had a clearing and all by himself, and he just wound up and smashed one from the right point. Now one of the Flyers injured, and that looks like Ted Stuber. He's hurt his knee. Ted Stuber, number 22, now he's back on his feet, but he needs assistance getting back to the bench. He's hurt his knee, it looks like. So we feel for Ted Stuber. Hope that he's okay. Hopefully just a hyperextension or something like that. Hopefully not anything serious. But Ted goes to the bench. We're playing 4-on-4 for another 50 seconds, and then the Wildcats will have a power play. Here's Underwood. Underwood banging bodies in the corner with the Flyers' Aiden Ward. Puck kicks out. Puck dropped off at the left point to Holtz. A shot saved by Studnicka. Holtz once again. He'll bang it behind the net for Noel. Noel back to Holtz. Shot, save, Studnicka. Rebound cleared, not out. Held by Colin Holtz. Holtz, H-O-L-T-Z. Now here's Spencer DeLeo for Dayton. He'll chip it in the Wildcat zone. Less than a minute left in the period. Centering pass. And it's checked. Was Quinn. And a whistle as one of the Flyers is checked down to the ice. That's Ryan Briggs. He fell on the puck. So that'll constitute a face-off, or do we have a penalty? Might have a Kentucky penalty. And it is Gabe D'Amico, a cross-check. So Gabe D'Amico cross-checks Ryan Briggs down to the ice. So now the teams will be 4-on-4. 31 seconds left in the period. From the draw, Wildcats in their own zone. Back they come. Right to left. Here's Mulkern. Mulkern. Eamon Mulkern centers the puck. Nobody's home. Another centering pass, and too far ahead of Mulkern in that sequence. Flyers try to clear, and they do. Picking the puck up at center, Aiden Ward. Ward around a defender, but before it could get a shot away is checked by Burke. And the period comes to a close. Well, it's an exciting period. Unfortunately for the Flyers, they were outscored 5-1 in this period, and after two, it's the Wildcats 7 and the Flyers 1. Now stand by, folks. Let me find out who scored the Flyer goal. Stand by just one moment. Well, there was surprisingly confusion as far as who scored the goal. I spoke to the scorers table downstairs. The guys say that the refs gave it to number 9, but they think it should have been number 8. Yeah, they think it was number 8.
I don't even know because I wasn't looking at who shot it. I just saw it go in.
So that goal was either DeLeo or there's not supposed to be a number 8. There's not supposed to be a number 8. I'm looking at who's number 8. So we'll call it 9. So Spence, what? So Spencer DeLeo is the goal scorer for the Flyers, and I apologize to Spencer that I didn't call the goal for him. Again, that play was out of control, and there was a shot, a couple of shots toward the Wildcat net, but then there was some heavy physical activity going on in the corner, and the Kentucky player got checked into the boards, and there was a penalty on that play, and that left the Wildcat player lying flat down on the ice for a few moments. And I was watching that, and I thought play surely was dead at that point, but apparently the Flyers slipped one in, and Cherie saw it, but I didn't. I was watching the player down on the ice, so apologies to Spencer. But Spencer DeLeo, I'm told by the scorers table, was given credit by the officials for that goal. So recapping all of the scoring, at least the goal scorers, we don't have the assists. Oh, Cherie, do you have shots?
I don't know. I mean, they're very unofficial. I have Kentucky with 31 and Dayton with 21. Very unofficial.
Our producer, Cherie, is keeping shots, but she says it's unofficial. So, but she has it at Kentucky 31 shots and UD at 21 shots. So, but the goal scorers in the first period for the Wildcats, the first goal, a power play goal from Gabe D'Amico, his first of the season.
I don't know. First goal, number 4. What is that?
Who's it? Let's see. Oh, Poise, Maisie Poise. So, Maisie, are you saying that you think the Dayton goal was by number 4, which would be Declan? Because that could look like number 9 also. I just spoke to the scorers table, and they said the referees told them number 9. But if you think it was number 4, well, we'll find out. We'll find out later. They'll sort that out. But thanks for the message, Maisie. We appreciate you chiming in on that. But why don't I see that one? And we got a message from CS watching from Buffalo, New York, saying go Spencer and go Bills. That would be the Buffalo Bills. Boy, they won big last night. My goodness gracious, CS. We're Cincinnati Bengal fans down for the most part in this part of the state, Southwest Ohio. So we're paying attention to those Bills because it could be some tough going between the Bills and the Bengals later this season. Those two teams came within an eyelash of playing for the AFC Championship last year in Buffalo. But as you guys know, as Bill fans know, for Kansas City, they had the ball last in that game last year. That was one of those games where whoever had the ball last was going to win, and it was Mr. Mahomes that had the ball last. But Josh Allen, great job in that game. Josh Allen for the Bills, a great game last night. We're veering off to football, but they knocked off the LA Rams last night in convincing fashion, 31-10. But thank you, CS, for that message saying go Spencer DeLeo from Buffalo, New York. And Maisie Ploy said first goal number 4. We assume she's referring to I don't know. Is she saying that the first goal was by number 4, or just that the Flyers got their first goal and saying, hey, go number 4? So, but we'll find out. They'll sort it out, but all I can tell you is what the scorers table told me is that the referees gave the goal to number 9. That would be Spencer DeLeo. But they'll sort that out. For Kentucky, their goals in the first period, number 9, Gabe D'Amico, started the scoring, his first of the year, power play goal. The second goal of the period came from Colin Costello, his first of the year. Second period, and that was an even strength goal. Second period, Brett Quinn of Kentucky, a power play goal, his first of the year. And then another power play goal. This one was scored by Colin Opelt, his first of the year, power play goal. Sam Mickey, his first. And then Gary Eastlack, his first. And then Gabe D'Amico, a big slap shot, his second goal of the night and subsequently of the season. That one an even strength goal. And those are the 7 goals by the Wildcats. Well, Zamboni has a few more twists around the rink. Well, we start the third period and see what strategies Coach Morris of the Flyers will have to try to get this game under control and see if the Flyers can get a couple of goals and really, if anything, try to build some momentum for tomorrow evening, as the Flyers are going to have to travel down to Lexington and they're going to have to face a crowd of about 1,000 fans down there at Lexington Ice Center, and they're going to be raucous just like our Dayton fans are raucous here tonight. So the Flyers are going to try to build a little momentum at least toward tomorrow evening, even if this game is possibly out of hand at this point, 7-1. They would have to go score 6 goals in the third period to tie. But anything's possible. Kentucky scored 5 times in the second, so maybe the Flyers can score 6 in the third. We'll be optimistic at this point. You're watching college club hockey from Kettering Ice Arena in the suburb of Dayton, Ohio. Dayton Flyers versus the Kentucky Wildcats. There was a lot of condensation on the plexiglass surrounding the rink when we first came into when they first opened up the rink this afternoon at about 6:30. But that's gone away now that the Zamboni's been out and the players have been out, and The ice has been resurfaced, and the plexiglass is clear now. And they've got all the lights working. I mean, we're at the end of the season. Last season, there were a few lights in the ceiling that were out that made it a little bit dark, but the city has come in and changed those light bulbs on the ceiling. So it's nice and bright here at the Ice Arena. Kettering Ice Arena, home to many different hockey programs, not just University of Dayton. There's a lot of high schools that play here. Beaver Creek High School, Alter High School. There's some other amateur leagues that play here. The Dayton Stealth is a high school program, but it's a high school club program. They play here. Dayton Fangs Women's Hockey plays here. Huff and Puff, that's the beer league for fellas that whose best playing days are, shall we say, behind them. They play here. There are 2 players in the penalty box, one for each team as we'll start the third period. And as the officials put the nets back in place, we're waiting for the appearance of the teams back on the ice. The Flyers are back on their bench, waiting for the Wildcats. And these teams will have right back at it tomorrow night and going into Sunday morning tomorrow evening in Lexington as they start play tomorrow night at 11:45 in the evening. Well, of course, that's an ideal time for college students. They're just getting awake at that time around midnight. I was saying that they play tomorrow night at 11:45 p.m. in Lexington, quarter till midnight. But I said that's the Flyers and the Wildcats tomorrow night. They're down in Kentucky. That's when it starts. But I say, that's when the college kids wake up.
You're right.
As many, I believe, might even be vampires. There's so many college students that are vampires because they wake up about that time. But I don't know. I've been saying, I spoke to the Kentucky coach before, and they said they'll have 1,000 people at that rink tomorrow. He said they have a waiting list. They must have a great program down there. Yeah. So the Flyers trying to build some momentum on what will be a daunting task tomorrow evening. We're back at it here for the third period. The Kentucky Wildcats coached by Tim Pergrinoff in his 7th year. The Flyers by Tony Morris. Tony is in his 3rd season. Referee Steve James, Eric Schreiner, and Ty the Tank Wilkinson. The Tank was easy to see. He's the one over on the far side there. The other 2 referees would not be considered tanks. Puck drop, we're underway. The Flyers in white with the red trunks and the Columbia blue trim. Back come the Wildcat shot. And that's a save with the big stick by Studnicka. Wildcats led 2-0 after 1 and 7-1 after 2. Here for the Flyers, Brett Smith. Brett Smith drops it off. Bradley moves in, pulls the trigger, and he gets checked before he could let it go. Oh, what a diving check by the Wildcats. Looked like a good scoring chance for Dayton. Brett Smith, he's banged to the ice from behind, and that'll be a whistle, and that's going to be a penalty on Tyler Coskren. Coskren, Coskren, as he flattened Smith from behind. Or correction, that wasn't Coskren. I beg your pardon, not 27-37. It's LaRue, Mark LaRue, and LaRue's a French name, L''Heureux. Pronounced LaRue, Mark M-A-R-C, very French name. And he will go to lay penalty box. Puck cleared away, and back to get it for the Dayton Flyers is Declan Ployce. Ployce spelled P-L-E-U-S-S. That might be a French name as well, possibly. There's a shot on net and the save by Studnicka. I believe Studnicka is still in net. I can't see his number. Wildcats will carry back. Now the penalty to Kentucky's D'Amico's expired. There's a shot at the other end by the Flyers. And a save by Riley Allen. Rebound cleared, not out. Here's a shot. And right into the breadbasket of Riley Allen. And he'll cover that up. New Flyers on the ice, off the bench. Here's Stuber, he's back. Ted Stuber, so he was not, his knee must be all right. Aiden Ward back on, as well as Tom Rutherford and Ryan Briggs. From the draw in the Wildcat zone. Puck shot behind the net, after it, Rutherford. Behind the net, Stuber. Stuber looking to make a play, trying to center it. And down is goaltender Allen, but he has the puck. A great game by the Wildcat netminder is Riley Allen, a freshman hailing from Colorado. Rutherford will take the draw for the Dayton Flyers. And a misfire on the face-off, and the Wildcat, and that was Portapella. He's tossed out of the circle. Ward holds the puck in for Dayton. There's a shot, Briggs, and a save. Loose puck, and back come the Wildcats. Portapella trying to center the puck, but it's broken up by the Flyers' Stuber. Puck shot the length of the rink as the Flyers are on a power play for another half a minute. Need to get the puck on net. Here's Briggs of Dayton, Ryan Briggs. Wraps it around to the far side. Now gets it back behind the net. Briggs. Checked. Loose puck. Shot. Behind the net. Trying to wrap it around was Ward of Dayton. And Riley Allen will cover the puck. Teams change with a stoppage of play with 14-14 left. 5 seconds of a power play for the Flyers. They have a chance to get a shot away. From the draw, Ployce. In the corner, penalty expired. Loose puck right in front of the Wildcat cage, but back come the Kentucky team the other way. And trying to stretch himself over the blue line, but unable to. Before going offside was Jonah Koken. So offside against the Wildcats. 16:50 to go in this one. Face off, it's Koken for Kentucky. Flyers win the face off. There's Ployce, Declan Ployce. Up ahead, it's held in. Now kicks free to center. After it for the Wildcats, Tim Burke. Burke being chased by the Flyers' Costelk. Those players go down to the ice. Loose puck kicks free back into the Dayton zone. Played by Ployce. Ployce pass ahead for Martine. He's checked. Wildcats have it in their own end. Long pass at center, intercepted. Flyers have it. Martine a shot. And a save as Martine taken to the ice by Burke. We got a delayed penalty on the play. And as soon as one of the Wildcat players touches the puck, a penalty is whistled down on Kentucky. It'll be a cross-check minor. And the offending Wildcat is none other than Jonah Koken. That's K-O-C-A-N, Koken. 2 minutes for a cross-check. Flyers have a power play chance. From the face-off. Puck is cleared back to the Flyer line. Costelk had it. It's checked right to the Flyer net. It's played by Studnicka for Chuck Huscroft. Huscroft from in front of his own goal. For Costelk. Back to Huscroft. Huscroft check, puck cleared back into the Flyer zone. And netminder Studnicka plays the puck before Wildcat Gary Eastlack could get a play on it. A minute 26 left in the Dayton power play chance. 15:28 left in the game. Kentucky Wildcats visiting, and the gray sweaters lead it 7-1. Flyers need to get it out of their own end. Wildcats killing time. Now they'll clear it back in the Dayton zone. Back is Aiden Ward, number 7. Ward drops it back to Brett Smith. Smith starts out. Smith tripped up and goes down. Portapella did not get away with it. He gets a slash. I called it a trip, but it's a slash. Portapella doesn't like it. He's heading to the box. So number 4, Dan Portapella. A great name in this game. Timeout. Kentucky, it looks like. Coach Pergranoff. And the Flyer players will huddle with Coach Morris. And the Flyers play tomorrow evening in Lexington, Kentucky. We will not have that game, but we plan on having the next Flyer home game, which is next Saturday afternoon at 5:30 Eastern time. We plan on having that game. That is a game against the Akron Zips. And that's again next Saturday afternoon Eastern time at 5:30. DeLeo takes the draw for the Flyers. And a whistle right from the draw. We're going to have another face-off. Flyers control the puck in the Wildcat zone. There's Ployce. Now Ward. Rink wide. Back in front for Ployce. Ployce trying to drop it back to Smith, but it's intercepted. Back come the Wildcats. Here's D'Amico. D'Amico poke checked away, and the Flyers start back. Here is Declan Ployce. Declan crosses center. Flyers need to put the puck on net. Here's a shot by Ployce. It's wide. Aiden Ward controls at center. Ward to Ployce. Ployce on the right wing now for Smith. A shot. And it's gloved by Riley Allen. He holds on to this one. And that will create a face-off in the Kentucky zone. $13:59 to play in this one. Appreciate everybody joining us from across the country tonight on Dayton Flyers Hockey YouTube channel. Ryan Briggs up ahead for Bora. Loose at center. There's player Huscroft is flattened. And we've got a whistle, and what do we have? Huscroft got powdered by one of the Kentucky players. I don't know if that's the play. He might have. I think they said referee Wilkinson saying he got him to the face. So a roughing minor on Connor Underwood, and I assume that was on the play that Huscroft got flattened. I think referee Wilkinson was saying that he got him partially up to the face area, so they call that a rough. Flyer power play. There's Huscroft moving in, shot, oh, and just missing a tip was Bora. Just over his stick. Huscroft shot it to the side of the net. Bora was there for a tip, but it was just over his stick blade. Here come the Flyers the other way. Here's Ployce. Declan Ployce back to the point for Bora. Centering. And it comes loose to the corner. There's a Flyer pinned to the boards by one of the Wildcats. Now here comes Kentucky. Mulkern. Drop pass as Mulkern goes flying. Here's a shot. And a save by Studnicka as Eamon Mulkern, that's E-A-M-O-N-N, Irish name, Eamon Mulkern, was knocked flying. And there's a penalty on that play on Dayton. Let's see, we'll wait for the signal from the head referee, which is Ty Wilkinson. I think we'll get a penalty. Are they going to have a conference? Is that what they're doing, or have a face-off? Huh? Was there a penalty on that? Oh, okay, so Nick Lipari. Nick Lipari goes to the box for Dayton. Here's a shot steered aside by Studnicka. Jack Studnicka, there's a shot. And pad save. Rebound is still live. There's a shot and a stick save by Studnicka. Wildcats trying to put heavy pressure on in this third period. They lead at 7-1. Now coming back to the Wildcats. There's a tip right in front, and they score. It looks like Sam Mickey. Let me see if I can confirm that number. Great setup. Catch that number. Yeah, Sam Mickey For Mickey, his second goal of the night, and therefore second of the season. That makes the count now 8-1 in favor of the Wildcats. From the draw at center ice. Here comes D'Amico. D'Amico passes to center. Flyers break it up and dump behind the Wildcat net. Back is Koken. Koken, a shot, pad save. Rebound, shot, saved by Studnicka. He hits the butterfly stance, bringing his knees to the ice. And covers that shot, and he'll hold on to the rebound on that one. Clock stopped, 11:28 to play, and there's 53 seconds left in a Wildcat power play. From the draw. There's a shot, and it's gloved by Studnicka. Shot off the stick of Eamon Mulkern. Face off, it'll be Portapella against Constable of Dayton. Connor Constable. Wildcats control from the draw. There's Mulkern to the left wing. Centering pass, tip. Oh, and that was a nifty pass. And now a whistle as the puck comes in front of the Dayton net. Another penalty. Boy, this has been a penalty-marred game. Do we have a penalty, or did they call maybe a puck hit with a high stick, or what did they call there? I guess no penalty. They blew the whistle, but I'm not sure why. From the draw, deep in the Dayton zone. Here's Tim Burke at the left point. Right wing. Burke gets it back. Left point, now on the left wing. In the circle, shot. And it's up over the glass, deflecting off a stick. With 1 second left in the Wildcat power play chance. 10:34 left in the game. Wildcats led 2-0 after one. 7-1 after two, and now they've scored a goal to make it 8-1 here in the third. From the draw in the Dayton zone, shot, pad save, rebound, Flyers trying to carry it out. Boyce slipped it to center. Wildcats dump it back in. Loose puck in the corner. There's a pass in front, and it's a shot off the goalpost by Eastlack. Now another shot on net, saved by Studnicka. Back come the Flyers. Trying to get a breakout was McClymonds, but the puck was off his stick. Here's Kevin Bora. Back over the Wildcat line. Pass from McClymonds is broken up and cleared. Back Aiden Ward for Bora. Ward will flip it high, right on net. Save made, and McClymonds trying to get a whack at that loose puck as Riley Allen covers it up on the after the high shot from center. .944 left in the third and final period. Face off deep in the Wildcat zone. From the face off, Flyers wrap it around to the near wing side. Behind the net, puck comes free in front. Martinez shot and a save by Allen. Martin checked to the ice by Colin Holtz. Face off in the left wing circle of the Wildcat zone. It's DeLeo wins the draw, back for Ward, shot blocked. Wildcats have it. Pass at center off a stick down the ice. Flyers, Briggs, pass intercepted by LaRue. LaRue will drop it back to the red line. Here's Mulkern. Long shot from center on net, and the save made by Studnicka. Now the score 8-1. You think it's been a rough night for Jack Studnicka, but actually I feel like he's on whole played very well. He's made some very difficult saves. There's a lot of firepower in this UK Wildcat outfit. Like I said at the outset of our broadcast, I believe the Wildcats can contend with the Miami Redhawks for this league. I think they and probably Michigan, possibly Indiana. Flyers intercept the puck. Here is DeLeo looking in front for McClymans. And his whack at it is blocked in front. Puck loose. Behind the net. Now here's Huscroft. Centered. Puck loose. And no goal as the puck is, the goal has come off its mooring and time is called. Riley Allen had hit the ice and kept the puck out with his pads. And do we have a penalty? What do we have here? We do have a penalty. So 22, that is Liam McClymans. A lot of Irishmen in this game. Liam McClymans, that's McClymans. From the draw in the Dayton zone. Mulkern passes to the wing for LaRue. LaRue passes, now gets it back. LaRue a shot. Save. Rebound controlled again by LaRue. Shot. Wide. Bangs off the end boards. Trying to hold it in was Mulkern. It's chipped away by Kostelk of Dayton. He races down the ice, but Mulkern has the puck for Kentucky. Mulkern back into the Dayton zone. Mulkern a shot. Saved by Studnicka. As Eamon Mulkern trying to go coast to coast with that one. And almost scored. 1:22 left in the Dayton penalty. To Liam McClymans. Bora drops it back to Ployce. Ployce for Dayton in his own zone, trying to chip it out to Bora. Bora clears the zone. After it, Nick Lapari. Wildcats have it now. Lapari steals it to Bora. Bora behind the net. Kevin Bora checked along the boards. And the Wildcats come back. Here is Gabe D'Amico. Boy, he's been a tough customer. There's a shot in front. No goal. Studnicka down. And the puck is held out by one of the Flyer players. That was Dinkins. Here's a shot, pad save. Great play by Luke Dinkins to make a save. He's a position player. And he kept the puck out with Studnicka down on the ice. 15 seconds left in the man advantage for Kentucky. Eastlack over the Dayton line. Shot blocked on defense by Constable. Constable poke checked away. Loose puck, lining it up for a shot was D'Amico, and that's blocked from the congestion in front of the net. Underwood for Kentucky dumps it in the Dayton zone. 6 minutes to play. Here's Connor Constable, pass on the right wing for Pampina. Pampina dumps it in. Back Underwood for Kentucky. For Mulkern. Mulkern. Pass for up ahead for LaRue into the Dayton zone. LaRue lost the handle and he flies into the net. And I hope he's okay. My goodness gracious. Now there's pushing and shoving. Mulkern, he has to be shaken up. Those goalposts are very heavy steel. And I believe it was LaRue, Mark LaRue, who went flying into the net. And that's why right there you see why the nets are not held down too firmly. Because these guys are skating 20, 30 miles an hour maybe, and they can go flying into that heavy, thick steel post. And he's smiling. He's all right. Was that LaRue or one of the other players? No, maybe that was. I thought it was 33, but it might have been Jackson Good, 23, maybe. So if it wasn't LaRue, I apologize. But whoever it was, I think it may have been Jackson Good, number 23, but looks like he's okay. He was smiling as he was being escorted off the ice, and I think he's headed to the locker room, possibly. But a conference between the two team captains. Bobby Bradley of Dayton. We'll sort that out. There's probably going to be a penalty or two along the way. There was also some pushing and shoving and punching. If the crowd doesn't sound too in it, because most of them have unfortunately left the arena after that second period with the score 7-1. A lot of the more vocal Flyer fans that were giving a lot of the Wildcat players some business for most of the game, they have gone out to probably some social activities on this Friday night. We have a penalty shot. That's what's going to happen. So it must have been Gary Eastlack is the one that got hammered. So he's Eastlack on a penalty shot, and he scores! Gary Eastlack goes 5-hole, and Gary Eastlack has a hat trick. That's a hat trick for Gary Eastlack. And that makes the score now 9-1. He went 5-hole on Studnicka. Very casual shot, but he got it right in between the wickets. So it wasn't 33 LaRue. There's another shot on goal. So I thought it was LaRue, number 37, who was banged into the goal post, but instead it was Gary Eastlack, but he gets up and puts in a penalty shot. .5:12 to go in this game. Wildcats in the gray sweaters lead it 9-1. Spencer DeLeo will take the draw for Dayton. Wildcats win it. They control it in their own zone. Up the center there is Coskren. Coskren for Burke. Burke over the Dayton line. Burke Backhander, tip in front is wide. Now Burke gets it back. Centers for a tip. All alone, wide open. And the save. Boy, I tell you, for a moment there, the Wildcats had a wide open net on this near side. And then on another chance, Studnicka kicks it out. Costello dumps it in. 4:15 to go. Flyers starting to come back now. There is Huscroft. Passes over for Kostelk. Kostelk off his stick. Picked up by Costello. He's checked. Whistles, the puck kicks up over the glass. 4:01 to go. And anybody want to tell me where you're watching from? We had one viewer from Massachusetts and another from Buffalo, New York. From the draw in the Wildcat zone. Flyers at center ice. Pick it up there, Rory Brennan. Brennan pass along the right wing, now gets it back. Big Rory Brennan, he's a big body out there for the Flyers. Loose puck at the Wildcat line, here they come. There's Cortapella. Cortapella chases the puck down behind the Dayton net, trying to center it. Cortapella back for Rakitic. His shot is blocked on defense. Loose puck picked up by Cortapella. He's going to move in. A shot. Pad save. Rebound cleared to center. Moving in Cortapella again. Moving it over for Jack Noel, but couldn't control the pass. 3 minutes to play in this one. There's a centering pass right in front, and it's chipped away by Studnicka. Nice poke check by the Flyer netminder. Here is Lipari. Nick Lipari dumps it in the Kentucky zone, but a whistle. That offside. What do we have here, guys? Another penalty? Kentucky penalty. So a roughing on number 2 of Kentucky. That is Mr. Connor Underwood. Flyers, boy, it'd be nice to at least see them get on the board one more time. In this one, trailing at 9-1. From the face-off. Wildcats clear the length of the rink. Back is Studnicka. Sets it up there for Brett Smith. Brett Smith for Dayton. Pass for Ward. Ward up ahead for Rutherford. Loose puck along the left wing boards. Behind the net, Martine unable to control it, and it's cleared away by the Wildcats. Studnicka setting it up for Aiden Ward. Ward has to pick it back up behind the net. For Bora, pass intercepted and cleared back in the Dayton zone. Boy, these Wildcats are swarming on this penalty kill. Very impressive penalty kill. They're a man down, but it seems like they're a man ahead. Puck fought for behind the net, and the Wildcats rim it along the dasher board down the ice. Back is Aiden Ward. Pass to center, intercepted. Wildcats will kill time by flipping the puck back down to center. There's Aiden Ward. 1 minute left in the game. Studnicka will set it up there for Aiden Ward, number 7. 12 seconds left in the Dayton power play chance. Puck knocked down by Connor Constable. Constable passed to his own line. Constable return pass is behind him. And the Wildcats intercept. Penalties killed off. 25 seconds left in the game. Picking up the puck is Costello for Kentucky. He wraps it around for Rakitic at the point. Shot saved Studnicka. Puck cleared. There's just 3 seconds left. And the buzzer will sound the end of the game on this one. And the Kentucky Wildcats have come to Kettering Ice Arena, the home ice of the Dayton Flyers, and defeated the Flyers tonight by a final score of 9-1. And do you have final shots, Cherie? So unofficial shots on goal as the teams shake hands at center ice. Of course, the hockey tradition. Unofficial shots on goal, Kentucky 58, Dayton 34. So just that stat right there, pardon me, indicates how the game went tonight. We'll recap the scoring, and then we'll have 3 stars. The goal scorers tonight, first of all, in the opening period for the Kentucky Wildcats, it was Gabe D'Amico, a power play goal. Second goal was an even strength goal scored by Colin Costello, and after 1, the game was manageable at that point. It was 2-0 Kentucky. Second period, that was the swarm of the Wildcats as they took the game over in the second. They scored 2 power play goals within the first couple of minutes of that period, as Brett Quinn scored a power play goal, and then just moments later it was Colin Opelt, or Opelt I should say, pronouncing it correctly, Opelt scored a power play goal, and that made it 4-0. And then still in that second period, Sam Mickey with his first goal of the game, and then it was Gary Eastlack with his first goal of the game, and then Gabe D'Amico scored his second of the game, and then 1 goal was tallied by the Flyers. It was given to Spencer DeLeo, number 9. That was the word I got from the scorers table. I didn't actually see the goal go in. I was watching the players. They were kind of huddled up and fighting along the corner boards. And but the goal was given to Spencer DeLeo, obviously his first of the season. And after 2 periods of play, the Wildcats led the Flyers by a score of 7-1. And in the third period, Sam Mickey scored a goal for Sam, his second of the game. And then the final goal was a penalty shot scored by Gary Eastlack. And for Eastlack, his second goal of the game. At the time, I mistakenly said it was a hat trick for Gabe D'Amico, but that penalty shot was by Gary Eastlack. And for Eastlack, his second goal of the game, and that was on a penalty shot, and that rounded out the scoring. Final score tonight, 9-1 in favor of the visiting Kentucky Wildcats. Well, a number of players to pick from as far as selecting the 3 stars for tonight's game. I'm going to give the number 3 star to Gary Eastlack. Gary Eastlack scored 2 goals in tonight's game, including that impressive penalty shot. The number 2 star of the game, I am going to give that to Gabe D'Amico. Gabe D'Amico with a couple of goals, and he was definitely a thorn in the Flyer side all through the evening. And the number 1 star, we will give that to the goaltender tonight for the Kentucky Wildcats, Riley Allen, the starting goalie tonight, as he unofficially makes 33 saves in 34 shots. So a very impressive night for Riley Allen. So again, the 3 stars for tonight's game, all from the Kentucky Wildcats. The number 3 star is Gary Eastlack. The number 2 star is Gabe D'Amico. And the 3rd and final star tonight is goaltender Riley Allen, the freshman out of Colorado. 33 out of 34 shots were stopped by that young man this evening. So we appreciate everyone who joined us tonight. Nice to hear from everybody on the chat line. We look forward to conversing, and that's how I like this chat. I consider it a conversation. I get to talk to you folks during the game, and we look forward to doing that our next time around, which is a week from tomorrow against Akron. So the Flyer upcoming schedule tomorrow evening, they will be down in Lexington to play these same Kentucky Wildcats in Lexington. And then next weekend on Saturday afternoon, 5:30 Eastern Time, they will play the Akron Zips, the University of Akron, the Zips. That's right, the Zips. Their mascot is a kangaroo. And they will play the Zips next Saturday afternoon at 5:30, and we plan on having that game as long as somebody is here to run the thing. I'll be here. I might be talking to myself up here. We need to get executive producer, you know who, out of retirement, semi-retirement, and he's going to have to get here. But we appreciate Cherie Champagne doing it for us tonight. And so that'll do things for tonight here from Kettering Ice Arena. So for producer Cherie Champagne, and what's the name of our camera operator? Dixie Champagne. She was the camera operator tonight, and she did a fine job, I'm sure. So we appreciate Cherie. She's not affiliated with the Flyer program at all, but we were in a pinch, and she came out and set the computer and camera up for us so we could get the game on tonight. And I'm Kent Jacobs, and again, the final score tonight, 9-1, the Kentucky Wildcats defeat the Dayton Flyers. And until next Saturday afternoon, we bid you good evening from the Kettering Ice Arena in Kettering, Ohio. Good night, everybody.